Hey, Catalyst crew. Welcome to Catalyst Corner, episode 55. It's Sunday, so we've got Partially Proficient on here with us, and let's get into it. How you doing, Paul?
Doing good. What's this you got for us today?
This
That's
is
good, man.
so Branch and Blade.
Okay, and yeah, it's the go-to for you.
Yeah, I do love them. They're up in Keene, New Hampshire. Collateral Damage.
All right.
Yeah, how is it? Good?
Yeah, that is good.
Very good.
Right?
Very tasty. Yep. Well done, Branch.
It's the usual with them.
So, sometimes I'll take my partner to work. She works at a hospital. Second shift, so I pick her up at night.
Sure.
So, 2 nights ago, pick her up.
Yeah.
Waiting at a red light.
Okay.
Minding my own business.
Yeah, as you do.
Dude rear ends us.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, like pretty hard.
Well, shit.
So, I'm in my pajamas.
Okay.
I'm not expecting to get into a car accident.
Not,
No.
Who's
So I get out
planning
of
for
I
that?
get out of the car.
Pajamas and all.
Pajamas and all, right. Dick flapping in the wind.
Oh, yeah, cock out.
Yeah, you got to. It's like a dominance thing. No damage to our car.
Fantastic.
So, the guy, I look at the guy, and he does, the very sincere, I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, it's cool. And he's like, do you want to? And I was like, no. He's
Yeah,
like,
if there's no damage,
right,
that's just going to complicate
We're
shit.
going to have cops and insurance companies involved
right,
over
your
nothing?
insurance rates are going to go up.
Right.
It's going to be, no.
So, but it's just, I haven't been in a car accident in years.
Yeah, they're scary.
I was more scared just that I was going to have to deal with the, fucking wants to deal with that.
No one does, dude. It's so fucking much.
Yeah, guy was on his phone, of course.
Yeah,
Hit me.
that happens.
Yeah. You know what
I
else?
mean, it shouldn't happen.
And then, I got attacked by a ghost.
Oh, yeah. You were showing me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's got to be some kind of chemical burn or something.
Yeah, you got some weird fucked up rash on your arm. It burns. You don't know where it came from.
It came from a ghost.
Yeah. You got attacked by a
You
specter.
ever seen
grabbed
the
you.
horror movies and shit when the ghost grabs the kid's hand?
got
and there's
a vaguely-
Yeah, there's a mark. Yeah, that's what I have.
Vaguely hand-shaped
I
mark.
thought we got rid of all the ghosts. We're gonna have to bring in that lady who's like, "This house is clean." I don't know.
go into the lie.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
Give me one of those.
That's what I got on my plate right now.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about you? Anything exciting?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get by.
Hey.
I'm back to my work regular. Have been for a few weeks, but
How's that?
just
back in the
grating on me
swing
again.
Yeah.
I was away from it doing something that was worse at the time, but when you get back to the swing of things, it just grinds you down. Oh well.
Yeah, that's the machine.
Hey, look, me and everyone else in the world. I'm
yeah,
not
that's
fucking
what it's
special. It
designed
happens.
to do. You're not rich, so you must suffer.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want. We got an interesting episode today.
Well, you got a lot.
Yeah, I want to talk about a bunch of stuff. So I want to start with a new Lord of the Rings game came out.
Oh yeah.
Now, I know that you're not really a fan of the Mordor series.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The gameplay is top notch.
Yeah, the Nemesis system is incredibly impressive. From a lore standpoint, I think it bothers you, right?
I'm a bit of a Tolkien guy. I like him.
Sure.
You know what? Some might even say I love him.
Yeah. You'd kiss him on the cheek?
Yeah, I mean,
like a father.
I've grown up on fantasy and shit, and obviously he's the grandfather of the genre. So I got to pay my respects, and I feel a little hurt whenever something comes out that.
Do you think it takes away though?
In some way, yes.
Because to me, my argument was I don't feel like it really it adds unnecessary details, but I don't think it takes away from the lore.
It's just not as strongly written.
Sure, and I agree with you, but it's not Rings of Power.
Right, sure, but every time you add something that's just mediocre,
you just don't like Talon.
Eventually,
yeah.
You're just, the whole thing isn't what it once was. If something is a short but incredibly well done masterpiece,
yeah.
I prefer that over just mountains of mediocrity.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it would have been better? Do you think the Mordor series would have been better if they didn't kind of like go after Sauron and all that sort of shit? Because like if it's just a story about orcs and stuff.
On the lore at almost every single tour.
Did they piss on the lore?
Yeah. Like there's a whole bunch of shit. Like they make Helm Hammerhand is one of the fucking ring wraiths, which isn't true.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Was it not Celebrimbor? Is that the spirit?
Celebrimbor's
the spirit with you?
Yeah,
he's just fucking dead. Let's not make him a vengeful spirit merged with some dude and make him more powerful than he actually is.
Sure, I didn't like that they made him a spirit. I didn't like the vengeance that he wanted, but I thought that the character, when he wasn't, crazed with revenge, was done decently. Much better than Rings of Power, Celebrimbor.
Sure. Look, you're not setting the bar high by putting anything above Rings of Power.
Look, all I'm saying is, from a gameplay standpoint,
and on that I agree with you,
you would be far pressed to find something, and again, it's not it's Assassin's Creed or Batman and stuff, but that Nemesis system, and the tragedy is, Warner Brothers patented that, never used it again. There's no other games with a Nemesis system in it.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, man.
Awful. But that's not the game I'm talking about.
I know. You're talking about something much more special. I don't know how well that's going to come across through the mics, but yeah, the Gollum.
Gollum. Yeah. It so the thing about Gollum, the game, is
Did you have the different one?
Yeah, it sure does. The thing about Gollum, the game, is the first exposure I had to it was at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you're aware, but getting a trailer at the Game Awards is incredibly expensive.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Jeff Keighley does not suffer fools.
Well, he does for enough money.
Apparently.
So.
And the way that they touted it, as soon as they announced it, I was like, why the fuck? Like, who signed off on this?
Yeah.
Why would you want Gollum as your main character?
That's your protagonist. Yeah. That's your guy.
Right.
Who you want to be.
Like one of the weakest characters in the Rings franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, fun Gollum fact, he ate a lot of human babies.
Yeah, he was a gross creature.
That's who you want to be as. That's your protagonist.
So they announced it, right? And then it went silent for a long time.
Yeah.
And then,
well, they have to let the tension simmer. It's like when they announced Elden Ring a while back, and then they just kind of were like, yeah, it's out there. You got to wait for it.
Yeah,
though.
Here's 4 years of darkness.
That's what they did with Gollum, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to that extent, but.
But, so it popped back up, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, the only way I could see this getting signed off is that it was, like, right around the time that Christopher Tolkien passed away.
Yes.
So, like, they were just able to get through all sorts of willy-nilly deals.
Yeah, the second he passed, they just started taking bites out of the estate.
Yeah, like they signed it off to Amazon. They signed it off to fucking whoever these freak shows are.
Yeah.
And so Gollum got delayed, obviously.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
what a shame for the people.
And now it's finally out.
And what?
It is
let me guess.
It's a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's what I would have put money on, to be honest with you.
So to be fair, it's a AA game.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not, you're not going to get AAA quality.
Now here's the thing. There have been some damn near masterpiece, if not masterpiece.
Bramble and the Mountain King.
Bramble and the Mountain King. To go a few years back, I mean, it may be niche for some people. State of Decay and its sequel were fantastic.
State of Decay, I love. Not to do an aside.
AA.
I want to say one thing about State of Decay too. We went to PAX.
Yeah.
When it was right about to release, and I met the devs.
That's fantastic.
It was awesome. But I made them feel bad because I was asking them questions as I was playing, because most people are just playing the game.
Sure.
And I was like, oh yeah, okay. Very cool. Like, you have that kind of system where you have the different zombies and stuff.
Right.
And he was like really feeling the questions I was asking him. And then I hit him with, do you have dynamic weather?
No.
And he just took this sigh. He was like, we're a really small studio. They added dynamic weather, though.
Well,
I'm not taking credit for it, but I did have that conversation.
You know what that side probably was for him? He wanted dynamic
Of
weather.
course he did. That was a big one for
him. He
him.
had pitched this several times.
And they kept telling him no, and then I just reinforced his belief in it.
And you know what he said? He's like, I had people asking me at PAX.
About dynamic weather.
That's how you used to... Maybe you should take credit for it.
Yeah, I took part in State of Decay's production.
Yeah. But okay, all this to say...
There are some great AA games.
Does not necessitate a game being poor quality.
No. What I meant by it is that, when I play a AA game...
I'm just removing any layer of excuse that could come up for this.
I just expect maybe a shorter game or whatever.
Maybe not as high graphical fidelity.
Sure, but that shouldn't affect the writing.
Nope.
And so this game has insane requirements to run on the PC.
Yeah, I've heard some things.
It looks like a last-gen game.
Yep, I've seen.
And, and all of that could be excused if the gameplay or the story was good.
Which they are, right? It's fantastic.
Yeah, they're not.
No.
The story is you got captured.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's accurate. He did.
Sure. The gameplay is, now that you're captured, you're going to do chores.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You're just going to do some menial labor around Sauron's camp and all that?
Yeah, you got to wrestle some, wolf... they're not wargs. They're like these wolf-pig hybrids. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
You gotta put them in a pen.
Good.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
That's a game.
You gotta follow
So
orcs.
it's like Harvest Moon, but you're Gollum.
Yeah, but less satisfying too.
It's just a slice of life sim.
Yeah, there's like a weird mechanic where you meet like the big bad who's called the candle maker or some shit. I don't know. He doesn't make candles. I don't know what his fucking deal is.
Oh, all right.
He makes you breed a bird.
Huh.
And then that bird is like your companion.
I find it odd that you, as a studio, get the rights to The Lord of the Rings.
I know, it's like a dream cut. Like, can you imagine if we got anything to be able to do Lord of the Rings shit?
And you were like, hey, I'm going to make my own new villain. Maybe you only have the rights to Gollum as a character, right?
And Mordor and all that shit. And like
right,
Sauron,
names,
like you have
names,
certain things.
but you can't maybe use them?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why not just do the Mouth of Sauron or something? Like, it's not hard.
Just the candle maker is your villain.
Yeah. And it's just a guy in this, like, weirdly oversized armor.
All right. Yeah, I guess why not?
So you make a bird, you breed a bird.
Yeah.
Because, the candle maker tells you, like, breed a bird and he'll be your friend for life.
He can't do it. He'll have this little fucking emaciated...
I'm sure he can do it.
He's going to make this emaciated, scraggly-haired fucking goblin in a loincloth do it.
Yeah. Well, he's the candle maker. He's not fucking... he's not going to sully his hands in the bird breeding process. What do you think this is?
Yeah, that's my bad.
So, another mechanic is you can answer dialogue either as Smeagol or Gollum.
Oh, good.
And depending on,
that's the gameplay that everyone's been waiting on.
It'll feed into, like, the more Gollum answers, the more corruption. Like,
Okay. So. I like the idea that they have, like, a corruption check for the game. As if that's to influence events to come.
Well, within, like, the fake characters and shit, probably.
And then you get a human companion. To the candle maker.
So then you get a human companion.
You do, huh?
Yeah. And you just order him around doing the same shit you did at the beginning of the game.
Fantastic. At least now you don't have to get involved in the bird breeding process.
Yeah, like you don't have to wrangle the wolf
got people
pigs.
for that.
Yeah, he's got a fucking helper. Big fat helper.
I just wish that the original books had gone more into
like what Gollum was up to.
Gollum's hired help.
Yeah. Say what you want about Gollum, but he was a bureaucrat of the highest order.
Yeah. Him and his time working for the fucking candle maker.
He became middle management in Mordor.
Sure.
It's very upsetting to me because over the last, I would say, 3 to 5 years, all of the IPs that I deeply care about in the fantasy genre
Yeah.
are being butchered.
Yeah, it's a shame. No one can have anything anymore if you have a franchise that's near and dear to your heart.
It's like, you either go the Rings of Power route, where it's like, Galadriel has to be this piece of shit, angry character.
Right. She's only several thousand years old at that point. So she's still young and impulsive.
Who's a Maiar, or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah. You got it right.
Is a simp.
Yeah, of course.
For Galadriel.
Yeah, why not?
And he throws a tantrum when she doesn't want to be with him at the end.
Yeah, I mean, well, she's Galadriel.
So season 2 is coming out.
Yeah.
And they're already starting again.
Really?
Oh, nobody likes season 1 because of racism.
What?
That's the new playbook, is that instead of owning up to something that's bad, they'll just say, well, we had a diverse cast and people just don't like it because they're racist.
All right. Look,
and then they get the actors to come out and, say shit like that.
Great. Yeah, it's not because of the Under Armour fucking quality costuming.
Right. Like, back in the day, it would just be like, no, you made a shitty fucking piece of product.
Right.
Just make it better.
Right. Don't make garbage.
So,
all right.
But it's just crazy because that happens, and then you end up with, fucking the other side of it. You get a Gollum game that's a dirty asshole.
Yeah. Because, again, you don't have to make good things anymore. Buy the rights to something people know.
This is the broken copyright system.
Even if you turn out garbage, people are interested in seeing more of what they like. This is why I'm more than happy to leave shit that I like as a completed work that is of high quality rather than watering it down with garbage just so it will last longer.
Yeah, it's crazy. And what it does is it really kills the creative spirit.
It does.
Because when you put a gate or a wall up with these properties, right? Either you're blocking out the people that could make good shit, or you're taking people that may be creative and limiting what they can do.
Well, if you think about it, and to an extent, I guess we end up being part of this problem, is you take these sorts of projects that come out, and this is what people are talking about. They're not talking about, hey, some other small dev who just put out a new interesting IP. Go back to, say, maybe Bramble. Yeah, sure, people are talking about that.
Even Moonlighter's kind of cool.
But people are talking about this now rather than those cool new properties.
Yeah, Bramble didn't get enough love.
Right.
And it's well done. There's a lot of heart.
And that's the fucking issue. Is people would rather pay, get the brand recognition, send out a shitty product, because guess what? It'll still probably make money.
Right, but I think that's the tides of that are changing, because
I hope so.
As money gets tighter for people, it's hard to say spend $50 or $60 if you want the elven voices in Gollum,
or even just to laugh at something that might be bad.
Right, as it would be to say, spend the $25 to get Bramble.
True. Hopefully you're right on that.
I'd hope
appreciate
so. I gotta find hope somewhere.
Yeah.
So that that made me want to throw up my guts.
Good. Good.
So how about you, my precious?
Yeah, me. So look, I talked about it a little bit the last time that we got together, but and unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to play quite enough of it yet as I'd like.
Yeah, as is tradition.
I've been getting into Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, you're into the meat of it now.
Yeah, I've gone through one of the dungeons entirely.
How was the dungeon?
You know what? It was very fucking fun.
How was the boss?
So I fought a couple of bosses.
Well, I'm trying to think. The boss in Breath of the Wild, those 4 bosses or whatever.
Yeah,
they were all the same boss.
So the first boss of the dungeon that I fought, it was very reminiscent of old school Zelda.
Cool.
Yep, it was not human in any way, shape, or form. It had a very big glowing, hey, here's my fucking weak spot type
here's the
thing.
Spot you gotta hit. Yep.
Right. That I've run into a few little world bosses, the
random ones that are just roaming around and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And each one's been very different than the others. I fought a little fucking Shadow of Ganondorf, which was cool. at one point.
Well, that's very Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, it was.
Phantom Ganon.
It was literally like a Dusk Ganon, yeah. So you like it. You like to see it.
Yeah, I'm very thrown off by his voice.
Yeah, that's...
It is very weird.
It doesn't change.
I know. I've watched a bit more gameplay. It's just his voice is so wrong to me.
Yeah, for the... Like, just matching it to who he is and what he is, it just
doesn't seem right.
But that aside, getting into story, it's well written. I mean, it's Legend of Zelda. So
I've heard it's like GOAT level.
It's very good. It's very good.
Does it still feel like Breath of the Wild DLC?
So, yeah, I did say that last time. No. It feels more akin to... Like, I put it last time that this was your Majora's Mask to the...
Ocarina of Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It's very fucking good. The changes in the mechanics keep the game fresh. People are doing outrageous shit with the devices that you get and your ability to fuse things.
I have seen...
People making like bombers that are carpet bombing and shit.
On TikTok and shit with like Fortunate Son playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's really fun. You do need to try this one out. Again, the one thing I changed, and I didn't like it in Breath of the Wild, was the weapon durability.
I don't think anyone likes that.
But it forces you to keep trying new things,
sure,
and I think that's nice kind of the idea.
Because you can't repair, right?
No.
It would be nice if you could repair.
I agree. But that would bait you into getting a really strong thing and just reusing it, you know?
Yeah, but like, what about... I know you can get like the Hylian shield, right?
You can, yeah.
Is that breakable?
I think so, yeah.
I don't care for that. You don't break the Hylian shield.
Well, there's more than one. And in fact, I think the Hylian shield's broken in past games too. So
I don't care for that.
All right. Well,
but you're saying that you've kind of come around now.
I give it my full recommendation at this point in time.
10 out of 10? Not 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Let me think, because again, I'm not all the way through it yet.
Where you're at now,
where I'm at now. Probably a 9 out of 10.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, it's very, very good. The exploration of the world is just
it doesn't feel played out.
No, it's vast. Enough has changed from Breath of the Wild to keep things interesting. The Sky Islands are a lot of fun. The traversal is just top notch. The movement in the game, it's just top notch.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into it.
Yes, it is clear. It shows.
And what's crazy
everything
is
about
that it's running on a Switch.
I don't understand how that works.
So neither do I, but there are other games that they've ported to Switch that can get 60 frames a second.
Like, I feel like most graphing calculators are stronger than a Switch.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre.
But, hey, I'm not going to complain. It's been keeping me very busy in my off time, so look, I'll take it.
Listen, I've heard nothing but good, and from what I've seen, it looks phenomenal. My only note is that I hate Ganon's voice, and that's nothing against...
yeah, I don't think I've had an opportunity yet to make Link cross-dress, but, I'll let you know when we get there.
And I would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
You do it in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. Also regarded as a classic.
Yeah. So,
coincidence? I don't think so.
Let's talk about something. Let's talk about another game that is not as well received.
Which one would that? Yeah, I like that we sandwiched Tears of the Kingdom in between garbage. That feels right to me.
Yeah. Well, it's the meat between the two stale pieces of bread.
Much like a McDonald's burger.
Yeah, it's like pretty much. So, Redfall came out.
Okay.
And I was very excited when they initially announced it because it was hitting on a lot of, it's Bethesda as the publisher.
Arcane Studios, which has put out some really good games. Dishonored all that,
and a couple other games.
Deathloop, they had.
Which was creative. That was a creative game.
I know there's some stuff before that as well, but
in any case... And it's vampires, right? So,
sure.
So I'm on board with that.
You're a vampire guy. You like the vampires every now and again.
Huge fan. Free on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's just horrible. I just can't believe how much they missed the mark.
Really?
Usually with a tutorial area, that's supposed to get you hyped for the game.
Sure.
God of War. When you go through the tutorial, you're fighting Colossi or Poseidon. Like, it's supposed to be exciting.
It sets up what this game is going to be for you. You know, it sets the tone.
The tutorial for this is an empty fucking world, lifeless, with fucked up vampires that can't even target you correctly.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff on the AI in the game, and it's pretty funny.
It's atrocious that this shipped.
I have to wonder how much of it was, did it get pushed for deadlines? Did they just want to get it out?
It was supposed to come out last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they gave it.
So this is them polished.
Right. They gave it some more time in the cooker. It's just, the thing of it is, right, it's very, very hard to get a vampire game right.
See, I don't know about that.
So the only ones I've played that are any good are obviously Masquerade, I think, is pretty good.
Sure.
And then that game, Vampire.
See, here's the thing. I think as long as you don't limit yourself, like if you're not playing as a vampire, you can do a lot.
Yeah, but in Vampire, you play as a vampire, and I thought it was it's a AA game, but it feels like a AAA game.
Let me tell you something here.
What's that?
You can do vampires the way they're meant to be.
Sure.
I want you picture something of them like Alien Isolation variety with some Nosferatu looking
scary.
Fuck.
Right. Let it be a powerful enemy.
Right.
That's probably part of the problem is that
people try too hard to make them like modern and sexy and whatnot.
Not even just they're not well, there's a couple of characters.
Yeah. Don't say no.
Let me take it aside for a minute.
Sure.
You're basically as powerful as the vampires in this.
Oh.
Like you're killing them with like guns and shit. It just doesn't feel
like you traded your mortal existence to be something that is like still vulnerable to getting shot.
Well, you got to like stake it, but like you shoot it and that disables it, and then you can just
like, okay, so you traded your mortal existence to still like feel sort of uncomfortable in Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Like it's just crazy. The AI is bad. The graphics are nothing to be excited about.
Cool.
And it's a bummer. It really is. Like I expect better from Arcane. I expect better from Bethesda.
I don't know when that one fell apart actually, because like
it was bad. Like even Phil Spencer came on and was like, "Yeah, we fucked up on that one."
I can't say I know too much about its development cycle, but you expect that from something that either got rushed or got stuck in development hell. But I don't think it was in development that long, was it?
No, I want to say they announced it at like an E3, maybe, so a couple of years ago. Or no. It got announced. No. It got announced at a Game Awards.
Yeah, that's.
So maybe a couple years.
Who knows? Who knows what happened?
I don't know.
That
one. I'll say this though. Look, stay away from it. PU.
Here's the thing.
P to the U.
You know what? I'm gonna just say this.
Yeah.
In defense of Arcane, no one gets it right all the time.
No, but I mean, no one
gets it right all the time.
It's just a weird misstep.
Yeah.
To get it this wrong.
I think they'll get back on their feet. They'll put something else out. They'll make us
Bethesda's not EA. They're not going to close the studio down.
Right. They'll put something else out there. We'll be all right. It'll be good. We'll be all right.
All right.
It's disappointing, but, you know, that shows shit
So,
happens.
it's tricky. It's tricky because we have a couple of shitty games sort of, sandwiched between a Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, before we move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
So, Sony did a press conference.
Okay.
So they did their state of play.
Yep.
Which, that's what they do now, right? The EA doesn't exist anymore. It was not as exciting as a lot of us kind of were hoping for.
Okay.
So they did have a couple. The new Final Fantasy game looks pretty good.
Okay,
15 or whatever they're on.
I mean, yeah. I don't know that I can get excited for Final Fantasies anymore. How many are out?
I'm interested to play the next, whatever the next.
They're super hit or miss, too.
Sure. I'm interested to see what the next 7 version, Rebirth, or whatever the fuck it's called, is going to be.
Sure.
And then the only other one, there's a game coming out called Phantom something Zero or whatever that looks like a samurai Dark Souls kind of game.
That's cool. I play all the Souls type things.
Yeah, so I'm kind of about that. And then they showed some gameplay of the new Spider-Man.
Ooh.
It looks very good.
I've heard good things
It
about
looks
that.
very good. Black suit Spidey.
Yeah.
Miles.
Good for you.
Lizard.
Good for you, Sony guy.
Yeah. So you can play it on the PC. They ported Spider-Man 1 and Miles. So you'll be able to play it on the PC. It is very good. They nailed that shit.
Good.
So
I love Spider-Man.
And it looks good.
Everyone loves Spider-Man.
But let's
what? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
Talk about a character that has gotten just an outstanding amount of good games.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
has a lot of
just
good games.
been done justice over and over again.
Yeah, there's a couple of stinkers, but
sure.
For the majority, like there's, I will say Insomniac or whatever the fuck they're called, Insomnia Games, they nailed this.
Yeah.
They nailed the mechanics. The swinging is incredible.
PlayStation 1 and 2 as a child playing Spider-Man.
N64.
My God. Fantastic times. Need to go back to that.
Carnage. Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Had a red cartridge.
Maximum
Had a
Carnage.
red cartridge.
Fantastic game.
Spider-Man is kind of the opposite of the Batman games.
Yeah.
Because Batman only got good once. Like the Arkham Knight series, and then everything after that's been trashed too.
There's a Super Nintendo.
Which one?
Batman
and Batman Forever?
Maybe. I thought it was pretty good. A little beat 'em up side scroller, Double Dragon style
wasn't
deal.
too bad. So let's move on a bit. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. We've talked about it last time around, and it's been a little bit more info now.
So I'm excited. Look, for those of you who don't know, Mortal Kombat is my jam.
Yeah, it's mine as well.
We as we said last time, Paul and I got real into 11.
Yep.
And there is do you know that the trailer for MK1, which is the one they're releasing in September, has more views than the new Tekken and the new Street Fighter?
That's fantastic news. I am going to grind that infinitely.
Yeah, it is a fantastic series.
Yeah, here's the thing. I got a lot of history with it. Like I was saying before, I play a lot of Super Nintendo games. When I was a kid, my father, he took his old Super Nintendo, all these games on, and gifted it to me. You know what two of those games were? It's Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate.
Ooh, good game.
Did
you have to put the blood codes in?
No.
They already had the blood?
Yeah, it was an option on the menu. I remember you had the option.
Mortal Kombat 1, you had to put a code in for Nintendo.
Yeah, you either had the sweat option or the blood.
You don't want sweat.
No
They changed
sweat
the fatalities, too.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Like that. No, came right from it. And
MK.
It's been with me ever since.
Yeah, it had a weird sort of 3D. Like, Mortal Kombat 4 is pretty bad.
I was going to say, I think 4 and what was... not Deception, but what was directly after that?
Well, so 4,
Deadly Alliance, yes.
Yeah, Deadly Alliance is 5.
Okay, so 4 I think was the only one that was like really not good.
Yeah, because it was in between consoles too.
Yeah.
And it was before they really
figured out how the 3D should work.
Right, or even like the voice acting and stuff. They didn't really know what the formula was.
No.
But I mean, there's some hilarious endings in 4.
Yeah.
But I remember when Deadly Alliance came out and fucking the intro had Shang Tsung killing Liu Kang.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God, I was speechless.
Yeah. Fucked me up as a kid.
Yeah.
Fucked me right up.
Quan Chi too. Like, what a fucking...
God.
I mean, talk about badasses.
Right into Deception.
Which introduced us to Big Daddy Onaga.
Yeah.
The Dragon King.
Yep. You had to get, what was it, his amulet or some shit?
Well, in Deadly Alliance, they wanted to revive the Dragon King's army.
Yeah.
You know? And then Quan Chi had the amulet. And then, the whole deal was the army would, follow whoever had the amulet.
Of course.
So Raiden's fighting with Shang Tsung and Quan Chi.
I remember this opening cinematic vividly.
Fighting with the two of them. And he holds his own for a minute.
I mean, he's Raiden.
Yeah, he's the God of Thunder. But he loses. 2 against 1, 2
Right.
powerful sorcerers.
Right, it was a deadly alliance.
Yeah, they were. And then the deadly alliance falls apart.
Yeah. Greed.
Yep, as it does.
Yeah, look, you never expected them to work together long term.
And then who strolls in? There was reptiles ending in deadly alliance, like teased it.
Yep.
But like you didn't. You're like, oh yeah, because half of the endings are fake.
Yep. They no
you're like,
lore
oh,
context.
the dragon. Okay.
Right.
Then the fucking doors open, and this behemoth, amazingly designed, comes walking in.
Yeah.
And all 3 of them are trying to stop him, and he doesn't even flinch.
Yeah. Can't even slow him down.
So then Raiden suicide bombs.
Yep.
Doesn't do anything. Kills the 3 of them.
Yep.
Doesn't do anything to Onaga. It had conquest mode too.
Yeah. That was actually really fun.
It was a huge.
Thinking back,
like being honest,
weirdly,
for the time, it was a huge mode because you went to all the
seriously.
realms.
Yep, I remember. You had to travel to Edenia.
First time we've seen it.
Nether realm.
Not the first time we've seen it.
Yeah, was it the first time? Yeah, it would be the first time.
Edenia was the first time we really
Outworld, all of it,
chaos,
order, order. Yep.
And there's one more, but I forget what it is.
Damn, that game was good.
They introduced some rad cat. Hotaru was pretty cool.
Was that the first appearance of Havoc?
It was.
Yeah.
First and only.
Loved him.
First and only appearance of Havoc.
Not only.
What? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. But, first appearance where he had a fatality.
Hey.
Yeah, Havoc's a cool character. I'm hoping he pops up.
I'd like to see more of him in the future. But look.
Yeah, that was the 3D era that was, like, awesome. You had really cool costumes for Sub-Zero.
You know what, though? I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'm happy they went back to being a 2D fighter with 3D graphics.
So the thing about MK is they do try a lot of they take some risks.
They're experimental. They take risks, and I think most of the time it pays off.
I would say, yeah, I would agree with you. And I really liked 11 because they slowed it down.
Yes.
Like, it was a much more methodical combat.
Right.
And that's not to say, like, it was slow, because if you started getting combos going, like, you were moving.
Yeah.
But
everything felt responsive. Everything felt
every hit had a purpose.
Precise. Oh, yeah. I think it's one of the best fighting games out there.
So I'm a little concerned about kind of the new feature that they're adding to MK1 with the cameo fighters.
Okay. I'll be honest. I haven't heard of what that is.
So they haven't fully elaborated on it yet.
Okay.
But basically, the gist of it is, do you remember in MK11, in like the towers and stuff, how you could have those power-ups?
Oh, yeah,
it would be like Melina's Psy or whatever would come shooting over and stuff.
Right.
So I think the idea is it's a more fleshed out version of that. So they're going to have cameo specific characters that aren't playable as main roster characters. So the whole main roster can play as cameo characters. And then there's going to be a separate roster for just cameo characters. And those characters are going to assist you in the match.
Okay, I think it kind of like a Marvel vs. Capcom, like assist character type deal.
I imagine that's how they're going to do it.
All right. I don't know how I feel about that either. Maybe
it's just because it's going to look.
I think it's a way of them getting more characters in the game without having to balance things out.
Except there's going to be characters in the cameo section that are better than other ones.
Sure.
It's going to be one of those things that's kind of bittersweet too.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a cool. It might not be a cool or fun part. It might be great. I might be totally wrong.
It could add some incredible combos.
Do you remember that like AI team fighting mode that was in 11?
Yeah.
No one enjoyed that.
No, it was weird.
But
it was just a way for them to let the AI learn how to play.
Detracted from the game.
No, it didn't. Well, except there were a couple of cosmetics that were AI only.
Right. Well, no, they would just be put on rotation for the AI for that week.
Oh, is that how it worked?
Right. So you could get everything without ever engaging in that mode.
Yeah, it was a weird mode. And I know what it was just to teach the computer.
It was just a thing. It was just, hey, here's a tack on. If you want to mess around with this, go ahead and mess around with this. If not, whatever.
No, this is not a tack on. This is going to be in every fight.
Huh.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I don't know how I should
have elaborated on that for you. Because if it was just a tack on, I wouldn't have cared.
Interesting.
But they basically said, like, no. This is base game stuff.
All right. I already said before, though, I give NetherRealm benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
They take a lot of risks, but a lot of times that works out.
Well, we'll see what happens. Now, they did leak the first combat pack.
I know. You know what's funny is I think they leaked this first combat pack a few weeks ago.
Yeah, take your moment.
I told you about it, and you said, Paul, you don't know what you're talking about.
I did. I called you crazy, I believe.
You're like, there's no way that they're going to be putting
Homelander,
Omni-Man in there. You said, was it Peacemaker, Peacekeeper?
Peacemaker. I thought that was like an easy one because Warner Brothers, WB,
right.
DC.
They've always had the connections to DC.
Right. I thought Homelander and even a step further, Omni-Man, although I guess they're both owned by Amazon, so if you do the partnership, it's an easy win.
That's just it.
It just seemed out there because
Grabbed them right up.
Both of them. Yeah. And Quan Chi and Ermac. That's Combat Pack 1. Solid Combat Pack 1.
Oh. You know I'm going to be doing some Ermac.
Yeah. I'm bummed that my boy's not main roster.
Yeah, that's depressing. But look, I buy all the DLCs for these games. You know what? I'm
pre-ordered premium.
It's NetherRealm's money. I'm just holding it for them.
Yeah, that's the one. I hate pre-ordering.
Yeah.
That's the one I'll do. Because you get the Shang Tsung character.
You gotta do it.
And I just do it so I get all the combat packs.
He's in the trailer killing everyone.
Yeah, mercilessly.
You need him.
I'm excited. I mean, Noob's not going to be in it. It'll be Sub-Zero Bihan, which is fine, whatever.
Right. So he's in it.
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking.
Yeah, I'm going to play Ermac.
Hey, look.
Or Quan Chi, maybe.
I get no fucking Baraka. You'll take your Bihan and you'll like it.
We'll probably get Reptile. I imagine he'll be back. I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
That'd be cool.
Because he's missed the last couple.
Yeah, hasn't been in it since what? 10? He was in 10.
Oh, yeah, he was in 10. He just wasn't in 11.
Yeah, and he's not doing too bad. All right, let's not harp on. I could talk about Mortal Kombat all day.
Deep with the games today. Let's switch gears.
Well, let's not switch gears too much.
Oh, okay.
You had some ninjas you wanted to talk about.
Oh, you want to go ninjas now?
Ninjas.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to go.
No.
Okay. So I played you the clip because it.
Yeah, I needed context.
It's popped up in my feed. I don't know why it's cycling right now.
No, I know. You're like weirdly mentally unwell, and it wants to feed you this.
Yeah, this is the one it gave me.
Yeah.
And the clip is, so the song is called I Want to Be Neenja.
Neenjas.
Yeah. Ninja. And the clip is of this, I'm going to call her this, basically a live action Barbie doll.
Okay, yeah.
Very white teeth, very put
I'd go
together.
With like one of those upper class suburbanite moms
from Calabasas or whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That's the vibe. So she apparently she was selling Murphy beds.
Yeah.
And they must have released a new Murphy bed or something, and they had a launch.
Had an event.
Yeah, she had a launch party for this Murphy bed.
Mm-hmm.
And if that wasn't strange enough, she also came up with a song.
Yeah, right in the middle of it, she
says, "I'm going to sing you my new song."
Yeah.
And the room is just a sea of white faces.
Yeah.
And then one Asian woman
who's pretty close to her. Yeah.
Yeah, very close to her.
Yeah.
And she starts singing, and at first it's fine. For the most part, she's talking about Chow, which is a little weird, but you know, he stole her Jeep.
Yeah, Chow stole her Jeep.
But then then there's a turning point, and she starts using a Chinese accent, or I guess like an Asian accent, right?
The gist of the song is she wants her Jeep back. She has to defeat Chow, but he's a ninja, so the only way for her to defeat him is to also be a ninja.
Right. And so, because she wants to take Chow down to Chinatown.
Yeah, as she says in the song.
It is incredibly racist and incredibly offensive.
Fucking bizarre. I've never seen this in my life. It has like it was like a 4 or 5 million. Song,
yeah.
Or I was gonna say like 4 or 5 million views on it.
Yeah, popular song.
I've never heard of this. I don't know why this kind of shit seeks you out.
Because I love absurdity.
I guess.
That's all it is. It's like if you know what it is? I'll watch something else that's absurd, and I'm like, oh, that was really funny because it's absurd. And then the thing goes, oh, you like absurdism, do you?
Here's the thing. I watch a lot of weird stuff. I watch a lot of strange things.
Not as weird as me.
Apparently not. Apparently not. I'm never going to get Ninja.
So the thing is, right, I fully acknowledge that it is racist, it is ignorant, it is
Now, would you want her
evil.
in the combat pack, too?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd play her.
I would, too. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And her fatality would be she just chops you with a credit card.
Yeah, she's talking about, like, practicing her ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I want... Like, if we could do something with that, that'd
Would that
be good
her
for
fatality?
Me.
Like, she makes you sit down and watch a Netflix
no,
show?
I feel like it would be like a friendship.
Like
you watch Netflix.
She makes you watch Cleopatra, the documentary.
Oh,
yeah. That's a fatality.
Wow,
That's a fatality.
Bring a little Jada in here.
Yeah, bring her in.
All right, Jesus. Yeah, no,
but
that was
the reason I bring it up is because I agree it's bad, it's wrong, it's evil. It is very funny.
I don't know if I'll call it. It was weirdly racial.
It's funny from an absurdist standpoint,
right?
Because she's singing this song with an accent.
She just throws it like
when she says
generic
take Chow down
Asian,
to Chinatown. She
Asian
looks
accent.
She
like
looks
weird.
at the Asian chick.
Yeah, she kind of like glances at her for approval.
There's so many insane things going on.
It's a weird fucking video.
It is so funny.
Yeah, and you showed me like she made like her whole identity about that.
Yeah, she's
afterwards.
like she wants to be a ninja.
It was like that's what blew up online for her. So she's like, "Oh, my whole thing is I am a ninja."
You know what makes me even angrier?
That's how she says it. By the way, I'm not saying ninja weird. Like she just keeps going ninja.
Like the funniest part about it to me, like aside from like the blatant racism, and you know the absurdity of it all, is like it is so hard to become a ninja.
Yeah, no, but she's doing it while watching Netflix,
like
and she's talking about
easy at all.
Just doing it offhandedly, like during her daily.
Yeah, she's
stuff.
pulling no daisu, like she's locked in a room for years learning how to become a ninja.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that woman's a racist, or do you think she's just weirdly insulated?
Here's the thing: is
from racism as a concept, and doesn't understand.
I don't think she was singing it like. As a
like
racist.
An offensive thing.
No, I don't think it even crossed her mind.
I think she just doesn't understand at all how that could be insulting.
Right. So the thing is, right, is like it's wrong, but it's funny.
Yeah, go give it a look up, guys. I mean,
I want to know.
It's a hard to explain one without having seen it.
I want to know what you guys think. Like, can things that are problematic? Because it is problematic.
Sure, yeah.
Can they also be funny?
Right. Because, especially when it comes from a place of just like...
Right. If it's coming from a place of hate...
Right. This is just like weird, childlike ignorance.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I think it can be both. I think it can be problematic and be super funny.
I agree with you.
Tropic Thunder. Bit problematic, very funny.
Right. And I mean, I agree. Like, this is just, she's not educated on this stuff, I don't think. I don't think she's put enough thought into it. And, like, that's a fixable problem. It's not hate. Hate is something that is hard to fix. This is just lack of, like, knowledge. So,
I want to, before we get off this topic, I want to tell you something that I've discovered.
What's that?
I've discovered a racist slur.
Okay.
That covers...
I don't know if I want to hear it.
That covers everyone.
Okay.
You ready?
We may need to cut this, but go ahead.
Filthy. Mm-hmm. Chip eater.
How do you mean?
You're a filthy chip eater.
You know, I'm going to scratch that. I'm not going to have you explain that.
Here's the thing. Every culture has chips.
Do they?
Or crunchies of some sort. And if you don't want to call them crunchies, UK has chips. They're fries.
Maybe.
Chips is a universal thing, man.
All right. Hey, so, look, I'm not going to contest you on this.
You can't.
I said I'm not going to fucking contest you.
I was talking to my partner about it, right?
All right?
And I said, is this racist? Mm-hmm. And she goes, it sounds bad.
Okay.
But I don't think it's racist. And I go, I know, right?
Well, see, that's the thing, then. It's not a slur.
I mean, it doesn't sound good. You fucking filthy chip eater. Like, it sounds racist.
It sounds like you're trying to attack a part of a person's culture, but I don't know. Maybe go out there and try it a few times. See how, what kind of reactions it brokers.
I'm not standing here going like we should be calling anyone a filthy chip eater.
No.
All I'm saying is that
not.
No, all I'm saying is that if you were to say it, right? Mm-hmm. It could apply to anyone.
I would just maybe you're right. I don't know.
Like who
now I'm feeling the lack of
who doesn't eat chips?
Look, I don't know who does and doesn't eat chips. All right, Evan, I'm not going to make assumptions about who eats chips.
Let me ask you something.
Culturally,
do you eat chips?
I do.
Fucking filthy
Sometimes,
chip eater.
Yeah, I guess so.
It just sounds bad, right?
I fucking guess so.
It sounds bad, right?
I guess so.
How do you feel when I call you that? You fucking
confused.
You filthy fucking chip eater.
I feel fucking confused,
yeah, it's
Evan. It's not angering the way I feel like a slur would be. It's more just like, okay. Sure. What?
Sure am.
What?
What? I was proud of that one.
Look, you're fucked. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Lots.
All right.
Let's move.
I'm going to stay on food, though.
All right.
I do.
Yeah, well, you're a filthy chip eater.
Yeah,
so.
I know I am.
Right.
I know.
As am I, though. So, like, we're filthy chip eaters together.
So, look, I fucking referenced McDonald's a little earlier.
You do. You love Mickey D's.
I'm a massive McDonald's eater.
I like the way it tastes, but I haven't had it in years.
I haven't had it in,
12 minutes?
4 or 5 days.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. No, it's been a week. It has been a full week since I had McDonald's.
Are you going through the McDonald's?
Yeah, I'm jonesing.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. Tell me about McDonald's.
So, and this is just a little ridiculous story. It's not that important.
Well, we're staying on the topic of absurdism.
Yeah, sure. So, there's this recent story. I forget where it is in the U.S. This mother, she buys some McDonald's for, I think, herself and her child. Little kid. Straps her into her little car seat in the back of the car.
Sure.
Hands her Happy Meal.
It's a meal for the happy.
Yeah. Kid.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know if it was a fucking Happy Meal. I want to say she bought like a fucking 32-piece nugget.
Oh my God, like an adult-sized nugget.
Yeah,
that's even more than an adult-sized nugget.
Tons of nuggets.
It's like a family-sized bag of nuggets.
So this woman has her fucking full bag of McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
She hands it to her. Whoop, hit the fucking stand.
I saw that.
Yeah. She hands it back. I'm trying to motion. It's not like people
she
can
hands
see
it to her child. Like
to
a full
4-year-old.
32 pack of nuggets to a 4-year-old.
I don't know if she gives all of them to the 4-year-old, but she gives enough.
1,700 calories.
She gives enough of them to this child.
Yeah, she gives the child a handful of nuggies.
Child, as a 4-year-old does, loses control, loses nuggets. They're all over the place.
It's too much for her to handle.
One of them, I guess, ends up in the child's belt.
Rogue nugget.
Yeah, it's pressed into a child. Kids.
Oh, it falls into the car seat?
Yeah. It gets wedged in between the strap and the kid's leg.
Okay.
Kid's immediately it hurts, whatever, in pain.
Yeah, but the mother's driving.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
She's eating her. Listen, she's got a fistful of fries. She doesn't have time.
Maybe if she was on the freeway, I get it. But for 2 minutes, I guess the kid's screaming about it hurting.
Probably screaming, right?
Right. Mother finally gets a chance, finds out there's a nugget in there. Kid has a second-degree burn from where the nugget.
Second degree is pretty serious.
not really.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I got a second degree
second
when I got
degree
the...
burns are like the most common kind of burn you
Yeah, I
can
got a
get.
second degree when I got the isopropyl in my eye.
Yeah, there's like second degrry burns you can get in like 2 weeks later.
Okay,
it's
so
like
she
you
got
never had a burn.
She got the second degree.
Right. And so this woman's like, I'm going to sue McDonald's.
For what?
Because the hot food was hot. And look, okay, let me immediately make a parallel, because I don't know whether I've talked about this on the cast before, but I know I've talked about with you.
Yeah.
Well, like decades past, there was that woman who got burned by the coffee from
yeah,
McDonald's.
it was like in the 90s, and the coffee,
right.
you know, was like scalding
Legitimately,
hot.
there was an issue. It was like way hotter than coffee had to be.
She actually had to have like surgeries.
Reconstructive, yeah.
And she originally just went to McDonald's and was like, "Hey, I can't afford
Can you afford my medical bills?
I can't afford my medical bills. Can you cover them?" The coffee was...
Right. This isn't that.
And they told her to go fuck herself, so she sued them and won.
Right. This is not that. This is like this kid's... Like, think about it. An adult can have a secondary burn in like a month later or 2 months later. You won't even see a mark on.
Yeah, like
it's
a piece of oil, right? Like a piece of oil gets on you when you're frying.
Kids heal from fucking everything.
Yeah,
There's
like
not going to be any evidence this kid was ever burned.
Right.
It wasn't like, oh shit, the fucking nugget fell, immediately seared them. That would be an issue. No, you had a hot piece of food pressed into one particular part of your flesh for 2 minutes, which is longer than I think people realize.
Well, you screamed.
Right. So, like, I don't feel like this is McDonald's fault. Like, hey, I'm not here to just simp for McDonald's because I enjoy a Big Mac from time to time. But
no,
like,
fuck corporations. But I agree with you.
It's crazy.
Here's the thing, is it's victim culture.
Right.
It's victim culture. Like, look, at the end of the day, first of all, I'm impressed that the fucking nuggies were hot, because I don't know that I've ever had hot nuggies.
Oh, I've had a hot nuggie or two.
Yeah, or two. But like most of the time I get lukewarm nuggies at best.
Yeah, well, they go in a warmer. Right. So, I don't know. I always just, I thought it was a bizarre incident.
You said she won?
Look, last I checked, it's been a minute.
They might have settled or something.
Right, I think they ended up settling or some shit.
It's just, it's frustrating because it's like...
They didn't want it again after the coffee incident.
I know, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know who would take... Like, any lawyer that would take that case is a piece of shit.
Do you think that McDonald's needs some new corporate lawyers?
No, because I think
they're just struggling.
You know what I think it is? I think that all of these big corporations have had very expensive analysts come in, and they weigh the cost of a payout.
You're right.
Towards the negative publicity, and it's cheaper to
make it go away.
Make it go away.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just
it's a frivolous lawsuit.
It's stupid.
But you see that shit every day.
People need to be told cooked food is hot.
Hot food is hot.
Right.
So now they're going to have to put a fucking...
What's the
alternative?
Going to result? You're not cooking chicken to the temperature needed to kill bacteria. Like, what are we going to do? It's going to be hot.
It's going to result in a warning label on the nuggies that says caution, hot.
I'm not joking when I think that one of the things that they did is they ordered at least that one franchise, they decided that they didn't provide ample warning that hot food was hot. So they're going to have to put out like a sign that says, hey, warning, your hot food is hot.
Have you ever seen Idiocracy?
Yeah, I have, and I agree with you.
Yeah.
We're heading in that direction swiftly.
It just feels like we're taking like more and more steps towards that reality.
Yeah. It's kind of depressing when you put it that way, but hey, at least there'll be new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, because if I don't kill myself, I got to at least kill the sprites.
Yeah, I got to at least like fucking take out the anger and the violence there.
It's fucking insane, dude. I don't know. Now that you've absolutely ruined my evening.
Yeah, I think I'll go get some nuggets.
I bet you will.
Yeah,
let's put this one to bed. What do you got for me?
Look,
I'm looking.
I've been finishing some projects lately.
Yeah,
things that have been a long time in the making. Now, they're not the most impressive things, but they're good for me, and I'm gonna put them. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up on the TikTok once they're fully completed.
Fully completed.
I'm talking like I started this like probably
6 months,
8 months ago now, and you know, look, Just a little piece I'm working on it.
Yeah, but it feels good when it's done.
Yeah. So we'll get a little more content on there soon.
Good.
Partially proficient at TikTok, and come check me out. You like model painting, little artistic endeavors.
You're pretty good.
Little family stuff. Look. Don't look too deeply into who else is online in the model painting space.
I'm not saying, come on, don't make it a thing.
Yeah.
Take the compliment, you jerk.
Yeah, I'm that
all right,
kind of
guys. So that's episode 55 of The Corner. You know where we're at. CatalystCrafting.com is the main website. Catalyst Creations NH is the Etsy store. We had a little slump like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, how dare you guys?
That is over. We're cooking.
Good.
Oh, we're cooking with gas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I got my work cut out for me. We're trying to enter into the MK Collective, so keep an eye out on social media. We're posting new Mortal Kombat coasters every day.
How would you follow us on Instagram? You know what? Check out the coasters. Give them a like.
We're on Instagram, TikTok. I'm posting them everywhere. It doesn't have Twitter. It doesn't have to be Instagram. It could be any. You follow us, you're helping us out.
Catalyst Creations, wherever you go.
If you click on it, I know it's a pain in the ass, but it helps. And what do you guys think? Are you pounding through the Gollum game? Do you love it? How do you feel about Tears of the Kingdom? Is it the best Zelda game of all time? Are you a fan of Redfall? Do you think that Arcane nailed it with this new game? Are you excited for Mortal Kombat 1? Would you please, for the love of God, support us in joining the collective?
Which one is your favorite ninja?
Yeah, do you want to be a ninja?
Yeah. Are the nuggets too hot? Or do you need them even colder than they usually are? You tell me. And look, I hate to be this guy.
Yeah, be the guy.
Don't make me do it. But if you're watching us on YouTube, like and subscribe. Come on, man. It does help.
It does. It most certainly does. And people are. Like, we're getting, it's a slow road, but people are subbing and stuff. So we appreciate that, guys. All right. So that's the end of this cast, and we'll catch you on the next one.